Took me like 3 takes to get this. Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Johnny Jones. I'm a recently transitioning Marine. I got about 6 months before I get out. I'm finishing up my 8th year. I'm out here in Camp Lejeune, and during my time of trying to get out, I've noticed a few things. First thing I noticed is there's a lot of information about getting out. There's a lot of programs out there. There's a lot of government aid. There's a whole lot of good. But the other thing I noticed on the other side is that not a lot of people know about it, and the information is not all in the same place. And unfortunately, not everybody that's supposed to know does know. And that's not a knock to anybody. Senior leaders, a lot of times they're not getting out yet, so they don't have all the information about getting out. And some of the Marines or some of the people who have gotten out, they may not have gotten all the information. They might not have gone down the track that you're trying to go around. So my intent on this video series is to give you all the information that I've gathered over the last 8 months on helping Marines get out, and I'm going to pass that off to you. I'm going to be covering things like the GI Bill, the positives and negatives of using it while you're in versus using it while you're out. There are positives while using it while you're in. A lot of people don't know that. There's also TA. I'm going to be talking about TA, the process, and pros and cons with that. FAFSA. A lot of people don't know you can use FAFSA while you're in the military. I'll be covering other things like selecting a college. There's a lot of online colleges out there that try to offer the most hot things for the military. Only attend once a week for once a month, or get your degree without even trying. And some things like that are shady. So I'm gonna be breaking down a lot of these colleges for you and showing you like the pros and cons between them. I'm not affiliated with anybody, so I don't care what they say. If I tell them their college sucks, then they should stop having a suck college. Resumes. I'm gonna be talking about resumes. I'm gonna show you my resume. I'm gonna show you a walkthrough a resume. I'm gonna show you a lot of different examples of different types of resumes. Mine's pretty. I have no graphics. Mine is just text. That's just my preference. They have some graphics to it to draw your eye towards like their skills or whatever. So that's also good if that's your that's what you want to do. I'm talking about job searching, what to look for in job postings, how to properly rate yourself when it comes to how much you're worth per dollar, and that's actually a skill in itself. Knowing how much you're worth per dollar in the area you're going to, looking at the cost of living, looking at the average the job that you want to make, and properly gauging your skills you've gained in the military versus your competitor skills, which is the guys and girls who have been doing it on the outside, and trying to get a gauge on how much you're worth. So when you go into these job interviews, you can properly negotiate a salary. I'm also going to be talking about career websites like Monster, Angels List, LinkedIn, all that stuff. I'm going to be doing a pretty in-depth walkthrough on how to sign up. Because a lot of people will fill out a LinkedIn and they're angry, or Monster and they're angry, they're not getting any jobs hitting them back. And it's because their LinkedIn is all boo-boo and they don't have anything on there. They just have name, went to high school, I've done this thing for 3 years. No one's gonna know anything. So I'm gonna walk you through that stuff. What the f? And I'm also gonna be talking about a lot of the stuff the VA offers. The VA is great, and there's a lot of things that we talk about the VA, about especially with the medical being slow. But VA offers so many different things. I'm going on a SkillsBridge course given by Microsoft here in Lejeune. They have so many things that they offer with SkillsBridge. You can do truck driving. They have linemen, police academies. They have a whole bunch of stuff that you need to know. You definitely need to know this stuff before it's time to start getting out. You need to know maybe about a year out, because when you get about 3 months out, you'll miss the bus on those stuff. And I'll also be talking about the VA medical, and I'm going to be walking you through, because over the course of this video series, I'm going to be getting out of the military. So you'll definitely get a person who's getting out, been researching this stuff and asking people and watching and helping people get out for the past 8 months. To the senior leaders out there, I'd like to say I'm not convincing anybody to get out of the military. A lot of times people want to say, Sergeant Jones, you're convincing people to get out of the military. That's no good. I'm not. This video series is targeted at people who have made the decision, and you should not make the decision unless you think about it thoroughly. Weigh the pros and cons of staying in the military versus getting out. That's a topic that people don't talk about often. It is your choice, and if the choices you made is to get out, I'm going to try to give you all the information as possible to help you get a smooth transition out, so you're not one of those people that regrets because you didn't have, the opportunity, or you didn't have enough information. So the hopes of this is that you will not have a lack of information. So I'll be doing this about once or twice a week. There'll be a lot of different topics out there, so just subscribe, hit that little bell if you want. If you don't, whatever, it's not a big deal. If you share it with a couple people that are getting out, it might even be a good thing for your parents to see, so your parents will know what opportunities there are out there. But thank you for your time, and I'll catch you next time.